Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this is going to be a Diablo 3 video going over the solo leaderboards. We're going to do some analysis viewing the profile and charting that information, writing it down, laying it out in a spreadsheet so we can figure out how many hours a day each current leader on both softcore and hardcore is playing per day, the percentage of the season that they've been in-game playing. This can help us extrapolate things like who is the most efficient and maybe who has a little bit of suspicion activity going on, like if they're playing 20 hours a day or they're live 90% of the season, barely ever sleeping. Some of this stuff can start to bubble to the surface, and that's what we're going to do is analyze the normal solo leaderboards for softcore and hardcore. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so I've laid out the up top you've got softcore, and then down here you've got hardcore. I've laid out the two different ladder game modes by class, and then showing the name and the clear the total hours they've played so far this season, and then using how long the season has been live currently at the time of me charting this to extrapolate how many hours per day, and then the percent that they have been in game of the season and how long it's been live. You can divide it and figure out, like, if there's 240 hours in a season and then they've played this many hours, what percent of the season have they spent in game? And then over on the right side, I color graded it to show, green, some of the people that have played the least and been the most efficient so far during the season, being able to achieve high clears with some of the lowest play time of everybody on the board. And then the red is going to be the leaders that have played the most. Now, like I said in this video, I'm going over the solo leaderboards, and it can be different players on the group leaderboards. I will do another video here on the channel where we do the 2-player, 3-player, and 4-player of softcore and hardcore to lay that out for you, and we'll be able to get more players on the board. But I wanted to start with the solo leaderboards. Which, first of all, shout out to a couple of my friends here, Mephisto and Micah, two friends. I was actually in Clan NCG back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago when I was a content creator for Diablo 3. The first go around, I was in a clan with those two, so it's good to see that they are still rocking and still crushing it, and both of them being pretty efficient here in the green in terms of hours played per day compared to up here on softcore where you get some more. And so it looks like if you were also one of the first things that jumps out, if you were wanting a more realistic path to competing and getting on like the front page or high ranked on a leaderboard, hardcore may be a better choice, because you can see the average playtime of some of the people on the leaderboard is a little bit less here on hardcore. You do still get some 14 hours a day type stuff though here on hardcore, so it is still definitely a grind. But if you went down to number 10 or number 15, I believe it's like the top 10 or 12 that are on the first page of the leaderboard, you could realistically get top 10 with a little bit more realistic grinding numbers. And really impressive that you've got some people here like Mephisto at only 6.9 hours a day able to hit rank 1 on Wizard, which is an insanely popular class, with only 67 hours played. And then you've got Swoldy here with only 73 hours played, able to get rank 1 on another insanely popular class in Demon Hunter. But then on the flip side of that, I don't want to slander anybody without concrete, definitive knowledge. But I will say it's a little bit interesting that we've got some people up here on the softcore leaderboard at 22 hours a day, 20.5 hours a day, and we have the same person here leading a Demon Hunter and also leading Wizard. So arguably the two most popular classes in season 28 are being led by the same person on softcore, and they've been in game almost 92% of the hours that or play time that season 28 has been live. So that is definitely interesting and worth noting for sure. I'll let you make a decision yourself on what you think is suspicious or isn't suspicious. But then also on the positive side of that for softcore, look at this Boogeyman coming in the green. Only 99 hours played this season and able to hit rank 1 on the Witch Doctor. Now, Witch Doctor's probably one of the least popular classes. I think it'd be like Crusader and Witch Doctor would be the definitive 2 least played classes. And then the top 2 most played would probably be Demon Hunter and Wizard. And then the other ones would kind of filter in below that and be kind of in the middle. And you'll also notice that on the clear tab here, that on softcore, everybody has done a 150 already. All of the classes have downed a 150. The fastest being the Wizard and the Necro, and the slowest being the Monk and the Crusader. And then on hardcore, you can see it gets a little bit tougher to down that 150, but we are still getting it done with the Monk, Necro, and Wizard on hardcore, and Mephisto able to down a 150 with only 67 hours played. By far the best here on the total hours log. So grats Mephisto, great job there. But then we've also got looks like the toughest class is the Barbarian, and the Witch Doctor are at 141 and 143. So I guarantee, I know that the hardcore solo pushes will be at 150 at some point here, and I'll probably monitor this every few weeks or something here on the channel. We'll go over the solo and the group leaderboards, and then we'll also talk about the different builds that are doing the best and try our best to kind of analyze how the leaderboard is shaking up here in season 28, because it's probably like that last big season before everybody starts getting super excited about Diablo 4. We're already getting the beta here in like 2.5 weeks for Diablo 4. So yeah, that's like our week-and-a-half point, kind of like first push of season 28 and where the solo leaderboards stand as of right now. I will get to work on categorizing the groups, and that will give us a good indication of the meta and who's playing what for 2-person, 3-person, 4-person, the hours logged, and how try hard you would have to be to compete on those tiers, and give us a good look of who is doing what classes they're playing, and all that. I'll lay it out for you nice in a chart and cover it here on the channel. So remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Diablo content, and I will see you soon in the next video. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.